G'day guys, this is Tyr and welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. Today marks the end of the return of the limited time Fasnacht Parade event, and with its closing, even though we were given an extra week to grind out all the rare items it offers, a lot of players still missed out on the rare rewards, such as the 1% drop chance, Fasnacht masks, and the rarer camp plans from the event. I grinded the absolute hell out of this both on stream and in my own time. And I was able to get at least one of every single mask, and one of every single recipe, and camp plan. I got it all. This was largely possible by a few of my buddies contributing. Again, Total DPS 0, he is always a great hand with helping me complete collections from these limited time events for videos, so that I can show them off to you guys. And also my buddies Better Mirror, as well as Bosco were a great help in grinding these events with me, and donating missing plans I didn't happen to have. So yes, big props to these legends. But anyways, basically what this video will entail is me showing you all what every single Fasnacht mask looks like, from the most common to the most rare. And then I'll show you guys what the recipe for the Fasnacht donut and sausages look like, I guess. Then I'll show you all the unlockable camp objects you could have gotten from this event. Let's jump straight into it. So first up we have the beret. This one is very common from last year and this year. Nothing too special, it's just a yellow and black beret with an insignia on it. Cool, I guess. I wouldn't use it for any of my characters, maybe you would. Dunno. Nothing too special to me. And now we have the giant man mask. This one looks kinda like a super mutant, but it's apparently some sort of fishman mask. It has gills, I don't know, but I don't like the look of it. You might like it. It's incredibly common from last year and this year. Nothing special at all in my opinion. But you might like the look of it, so who am I to judge? And now we have the goblin mask. I actually like this one quite a lot. It's pretty terrifying with the giant red beady eyes and the fangs and the horns. If I didn't get the Deathclaw mask, I would actually use this on my character every now and again because, in my opinion, it looks kind of cool. So yeah, this one is actually kind of medium. You know, it's uncommon, it's not common, it's not rare, it's just uncommon. So it is slightly rarer than all the common masks, but it is nowhere near as rare as the Deathclaw, Raven, Crazy Guy, Old Man Winter, and the Pair Armor masks. And now we have the Jester mask. This one was actually incredibly rare from last year. I don't think any even dropped on Xbox, maybe like one or two. It was incredibly common on PC because of hackers, but on the consoles, this thing was rare as hell. It was not dropped at all, I don't think at all on Xbox, so yeah, but now, with this year's Fasnacht, it has been dropped so many times it is now one of the uncommon masks, which means that it is incredibly common, because most people finished the event with 5 robots surviving, which is how you get the uncommon masks. So yeah, I do like the look of it. It has a lot of potential for customization with outfits and maybe combinations with like other outfits. I don't know. It's cool. It looks cool. So now we have the Owl mask. This one is actually incredibly common last year and this year alike. Nothing too special, just an owl mask. Nothing too crazy, doesn't look good in my opinion, but you might have a different opinion. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for the owl mask. And now we have the skull mask. This one was actually again incredibly rare from last year. I think only like 2 or 3 dropped on Xbox. It was incredibly rare because of the ridiculous drop rates from last year. But now, obviously, all of those ones that were ridiculously rare from last year are now common because of just how Bethesda wanted to do it this year, which is cool. So it's no longer valuable, it's not rare, it's actually kind of common because again, most people finished the event with 5 of the robots surviving, which is how you get these masks that are uncommon. Personally, I like the look of it. It's kind of cool, goes with a lot of outfits, but I wouldn't wear it. And now we have the Fasnacht Soldier mask. This one is kind of butt-ass ugly. I don't like the look of it at all, and it's incredibly common from last year and this year. Basically though, I do want to say all of the common ones this year are kind of more rare than the uncommon ones, because if you think about it, most players did finish the event with 5 robots remaining, and that's how you get the rarer ones. Almost nobody completed the event with 4 or less robots remaining, so the common ones, which is how you get those, you finish the event with less than 5 robots remaining, barely dropped. So there might be a little bit of a switcheroo in rarity there, but I don't know. I don't like the look of it. It's incredibly common, yada yada yada. And now we have the Sun Mask. Again, this was incredibly rare from last year. I think only one ever dropped on Xbox. I don't remember seeing any proof of its existence on Xbox or PS4. Maybe one or two people had it, but it was incredibly fucking rare from last year. Don't know why. But now, like I said before, it's incredibly common because it is that in that uncommon category, and most people finish the event with 5 robots. I myself have around 20 in my in my chest, so yeah. I do like the look of it though, it's really cool. And now we have the Toothy Man mask, or as I like to call it, the Meth Head mask. It just looks like shit, don't like the look of it at all. It's incredibly common, I wouldn't wear it. Would you? Probably not, but anyway, moving on. And now we have the Fasnacht Witch mask. This one's alright, I like it kind of with the hood, but the face doesn't look that good. Don't like the look of the face, it's kind of butt-ass ugly with a giant nose and a giant bulbous chin. I wouldn't wear it, maybe some people would, I don't know. It's incredibly common from last year and this year, they're everywhere. Not worth a lot. In my opinion, don't really look that good, but yeah, you might have a different opinion. And now we are getting into the incredibly rare masks that dropped from these events. All of the following masks, including this, all had a 1% chance to drop upon finishing the event if you had 5 robots alive. This is the Fasnacht Winterman mask, and unfortunately it's not as rare as it seems because it did actually drop for 2 or 3 people last year when it was supposed to be incredibly rare, and those 2 or 3 people figured out how to dupe it, and that's exactly what they did. Almost everyone that has been playing this game since last year, or is an avid collector of things, has at least 5 of these. I myself have 2 because they were duped to hell. They're not that rare at all as you would like them to be. But yeah, so for a rare mask, it's not that rare, and yeah, it's just an outlier in that exception. And this is the Raven mask. Again, this had a 1% chance to drop. It's one of the rare masks. Don't really like the look of it per se. It's kind of odd, a bird with a top hat. I'm not going to wear it, but it's, you know, it's cool, it's silly, which is the point of most of these masks. But yeah, this one is actually rare, unlike the Fasnacht Winterman mask, which is a deception. That one's not rare, this one is. So yeah, this one is actually worth quite a bit. And here is the Fasnacht Crazy Guy mask. Again, this is a 1%er. It is really, really rare. This one was actually the rarest one and hardest for me to get. I had to trade one of my spare ravens to get it with someone called Mr. Fy, so thank you for that. That helped me complete my collection, so thank you. But yeah, this one was incredibly rare for me. It might have been common for you, I don't know. It is again a 1%er. I do actually like the look of this one. This one is, it sits right with me, I like it. But yeah, moving on. Now this one is the Deathclaw mask. This one is my personal favourite out of all of them. I'm considering making this a permanent addition to my outfit, my melee character's outfit. I'm considering wearing it permanently instead of the Sheep Squatch outfit imposter mask. But yeah, I really like this one, and this one appears to be the most highly sought after mask out of all of them from what I've seen from trade groups and discords and Facebook groups. It's really rare. Again, it is a 1% chance to drop, one of the 1%ers. And yeah, I really, really like the look of this one. I like it a lot. So yeah, it is an incredibly valuable mask, just like the other ones, but I feel like this one's more valuable just because of how cool it is and people are highly seeking it. So yeah, moving on. And finally for the mask, we have the Fasnacht Power Armor Old Man Winter mask. I got this on my other character and I was pretty mad because I could not transfer it to my main guy. You can't trade these or drop them. If you do, it'll get destroyed. So there's that. Again, this is a 1% chance to drop. It's probably one of the rarest ones because there's no way it'll ever get duped because they are character bound for now, I guess. So yeah, rarest ones out of the whole lot. And can't be traded, can't be transferred to the other characters. And it's a level 15 power armor helmet. I'll show you guys right now. It is actually a level 15 power armor, I think T45 power armor helmet that it's not a skin. It should be a skin that you can put on anything. I don't understand. This one's a mindfuck and I don't exactly, 1, like the look of it, and 2, don't like how it functions. It's a bit low res right now, but sure, doesn't matter. Anyways, so now we're going to take a look at every single Fasnacht camp object that you could have gotten from the event. Let's get straight into it. So right here we have what is known as the Fasnacht bonfire, or Fasnacht Old Man Winter bonfire. You might recognize this from the actual quest itself when you have to set it on fire. Basically, this is one of the ones that could have been gotten from last year, but it was incredibly rare last year. This year, it's more common, so adjust your prices accordingly. I will mention the plans when they are rare or not. This one is actually pretty rare, so yeah. Now we move on to the balloons. The purple and green ones right here are from this year, and the red and blue ones are from last year. I don't like the look of the purple and green ones, but that's just me. I prefer the other ones. Both balloon types are actually pretty rare, so they're not really that common, so adjust your prices accordingly if you are going to be selling these. Now we have both types of the Fasnacht pole lantern, the purple and red. You obviously know which is from this year and last year, I'll stop mentioning it. Red is always from last year, purple and yellow and green is always from this year just gone. All of these pole things are actually kind of common, so don't lose your mind over them, they're nothing too special. This one is the Fasnacht flagpole, and obviously you can tell that they're nothing too special. I wouldn't really use them in any of my camps, but that's just me. You might be different. And finally, for the pole setups, we have the Fasnacht pole lanterns. Green and purple is obviously from this year, red from last year. Now we are showing what is known as the mounted flags. These ones are actually kind of cool. I would use these in my camp if I had enough budget. That's a common theme with all of these. I would use them if I had the budget. These ones down here are known as the mounted ribbons. They kind of just look like tree branches with some ribbons in them. Nothing too special or fancy. You can tell by the color scheme what they are from which year. All of these are very common. Now these ones are kind of rare. These are known as the Fasnacht party streamers. They are pretty huge, and I actually like using the red and blue one on my camps. I like the look of them. Obviously from the color scheme you can tell which is from which year. Like I said before, all red ones are from last year, unless I say otherwise. And these ones are actually kind of rare. I'm pretty sure they're uncommon at least. Maybe rare, I'm not sure. Now we move on to the Helvetia garland, as it is called. These ones, not too much of a fan of them, especially the purple and yellow one from this year. Don't really like the look of them, but they're cool nonetheless. And I'm pretty sure these were relatively common, maybe uncommon, so don't lose your mind paying a lot of caps for any of these items. They're nothing that special. And here we have the Fasnacht mounted branch garlands. Again, you can barely tell the difference between the two, just look like a bunch of leaves together with some ribbons like the other one that we mentioned beforehand, except it comes in bundles of 3. So yeah. Now we can take a look at all 4 of the rooftop streamers that you can hang from your ceiling, the snowflakes and the streamers. Snowflakes are in the back. You can obviously tell that the ones with red in them are from last year, and the ones with purple in them are from this year. The snowflake ones have a bit more detail in them, but I wouldn't personally use these in my camps. You may be different though. And finally, for the actual Fasnacht themed items, we have the confetti that is on the floor. We have the regular red and blue one that is from last year, and then we have the green, yellow and purple one that is from this year. These are pretty cool. Most people would use these just for the decorative appeal. It adds a bit of spice and variety to your camps. It's nice. I actually do like these ones. And finally we have the Mega Sloth pelt rug and the mounted Mega Sloth head. I guess we get these as rewards because the end boss for the Fasnacht event was a legendary Mega Sloth. Not sure. Weird. Cool, I guess. They look alright, and they're honestly not that rare. So yeah, stop trading ridiculous amounts of stuff for both of these Mega Sloth items. They're not that rare at all. So yeah, weird. So guys, that is every single Fasnacht camp object that was available from this year's Fasnacht event. Most of these are repeats of last year's because I guess that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep rehashing old camp objects. I'm assuming they'll do the same for next year, and the drop pool will include all of these objects as well as, I'm guessing, new color variations of all these items. I don't know, we'll see what happens next year, but this year it was just kind of meh. We got all of this stuff that we've already seen before, just with the color twist. But yeah, if that's your thing and you do enjoy these sort of things, then there you go, go nuts. Most of these are actually insanely common. I pointed out the ones that were rare. The ones that were rare were the Fasnacht bonfire, the streamers, and definitely the balloons and the Helvetia garlands over there. And finally, for the actually acquirable plans and objects and recipes for this video, we have the Fasnacht donut and the Fasnacht sausage. I guess, cool. I'm not going to actually make them because that's a lot of random specific components that I'm not going to go out and collect. I can see what the thing looks like from here, and I can see what it does. It gives me HP plus 25 and 15% food and some rads. The sausage gives you a little bit better bonuses, more food by 40%, max HP increase and healing of HP, and slightly less rats. Cool, I guess. But yeah, I stated my thoughts and opinions on each of these items beforehand. The masks that were rare last year are now incredibly common, and that trend will probably follow suit for next year, meaning that the Deathclaw, Crazy Guy, Raven, and Old Man Winter Power Armor Helmet and regular mask will all be common upon Fasnacht returns next year. Probably, but I'm betting it will be like that. We'll see. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, a massive shout out to all of my channel supporters and harbingers. You're all legends and I appreciate you. And if you aren't already, be sure to follow me on all my social media and join my Discord, which is linked in the description down below. If you're new here and haven't already, click that like and subscribe button. It does help out a fuckload in the algorithm. And until next time, I've been Tyr. Welcome to Valhalla.